If your business isn't growing, it's not because your product is bad. It's because you don't have enough people trying to buy from you. Let me say that again. Most businesses don't fail due to lack of hard work. They fail from having a lack of leads. And today I'm going to show you how smart entrepreneurs are legally printing money by leveraging business credit cards to fund their advertising. Not gambling, not guessing, but running a predictable machine. And if you don't know me, my name is Jalil Nash, and I help new business owners grow and scale by leveraging their credit. And if you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next videos. And with that being said, let's jump in. I see this all the time with new business owners. They get started with the LLC, they get the logo, maybe even a website that's built, but then reality sets in. No traffic, no leads, no sales. So what do most people do? They slow down their marketing because they're scared to spend money. But the truth is, if nobody knows you exist, your business doesn't exist. Here's the shift that changed everything for me. Advertising is not an expense, it's an investment when you know your numbers. Because once you understand your data, you can put in $1 and predictably pull out $2, $3, maybe even $4 or $5. And that's when business starts to feel unfair. And so there are 4 numbers that every serious entrepreneur must know. The first number is cost per lead. So this is the exact amount of money each lead costs you. The next one is customer acquisition cost. So this is the exact cost every customer costs you. The third one is your close rate. So out of all the sales conversations that you have, how many of those conversations lead to an actual sale? And the fourth one is what I call 30-day gross profit. So from every sale, how much gross profit do you make? And so if you don't know these numbers, you're not running a business. You're just guessing, and guessing can become very expensive. So let me walk you through a simple example. So let's say that your cost per lead is $10. That means that every lead that you get costs you $10. And then let's say that you spend $2,000 on advertising from your business credit card. So you spend $2,000, every lead is cost you $10. You end up getting 200 leads. Next, your average gross profit per sale is $500. So that means for every sale that you make, after all expenses when it comes to fulfillment and stuff like that, you're left with $500. So that means that within a 30-day time frame, every customer that you get makes you $500 in profit. Now let's talk about your close rate. If you close 3 out of every 10 sales conversations, that means that you only need 20 conversations to get 6 sales. So that means that your close rate is 30%. And now we look at 6 sales times $500 in profit per sale is $3,000 in total gross profit. And so remember, you only spent $2,000 on advertising and you made $3,000 in gross profit. So you just made $1,000 in gross profit without using any of your own money. But here's where it gets even crazier. You also now know your cost to acquire a customer is about $333. And the way that we got to that number is that we have $2,000 in spend divided by 6 customers. That's $333 per customer. And that means every time that you spend $333 on advertising, you create a new buyer. And here's the biggest part that most people miss. You didn't just get customers. You now have 194 additional leads that are now paid for, sitting in your pipeline. People who have already raised their hand that they're interested in what you have to offer. And don't forget that these same people can also still buy later. So this makes your future revenue even more predictable because you're also going to get more leads next month as well. But now we can take that $3,000 that we just generated, reinvest it, right? Pay off the credit card, right? Put the $2,000 back on it, it's paid off. And then we can use that same money to generate another 300 leads. But we also can continue to nurture the ones that we got last month, close more deals, and repeat the cycle. And this is how businesses scale fast, not through hope, but through just doing the math. And this is exactly why I tell entrepreneurs, if you know how to run ads and you have access to business credit, your growth becomes very hard to stop because now you're not limited by cash flow. You're limited only by how many leads you generate, how many sales conversations you have, and how many deals you close. And you want to know when things really take off? When you stop doing all this stuff yourself. That's when you add in appointment setters to increase conversations and booked appointments, closers to close the appointments, and better marketing to continue to increase the lead flow. Now you're not just a business owner, you're building a money machine. And now just a quick note, this strategy only works if your offer is already proven. Don't borrow money to just test and pray. Borrow money to scale what's already converting. Smart entrepreneurs use leverage. Amateurs use debt emotionally. There's a very big difference. But the biggest takeaway I want you guys to have is that once you master this, you realize something powerful. You're no longer chasing money. You're deploying capital to create even more of it. And that is when entrepreneurship becomes fun. And so if you're serious about growing your business, your first focus shouldn't just be marketing. It should be getting access to capital, because the entrepreneurs with funding move fast faster, test ideas faster, scale faster, and win faster. So if you want to learn how to position your business to access high limit business credit lines, I put something together for you below. So just check the first link in the description. What you'll see is our business funding guide. It's completely free and it'll show you exactly how to structure your business and your personal credit, so that way you can access the business credit lines that I'm talking about and continue to actually grow and scale your business so you can take it to the next level. With that being said, my name is Jalil Nash, founder of JSM Funding Solutions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.